Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of The Breakdown, brought to you by Advantage, where the game is based off fine margins.
Worn by true professionals Luke Shaw, Adam Wharton, and a handful of more Premier League players. First game of the Breakdown show, we're going to focus on Liverpool versus Manchester United. D, what a game.
What a game, Raz. Great start to the game. I didn't really see it coming from my perspective, but it's a dream start for Manchester United.
Let's dive in and have a look at the first goal then. So it comes from like a long sort of looping header from Maguire, done it. You know, Virgil van Dijk comes over the top of Mbeumo and McAllister and absolutely empties obviously them, and we will go on to that as a bit of a talking point. The ball leads out wide from Bruno, nice little pass out wide, fantastic weighted pass from Ahmad into the path of Mbeumo, and a fantastic finish. He still had a lot to do there, didn't he? It's a fantastic finish. What are your thoughts on, Arne Slot's come out and said the game should have been stopped due to the head injury. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, Van Dijk's gone through the back of McAllister, and obviously the referee, for whatever reasons, let it play, so United continued, and Bruno, like you said, played a beautiful ball to Ahmad and slotted Mbeumo in, and he's made a great finish.
Just want to focus on two things here. Just first of all, Mbeumo's desire and sort of explosiveness just to run in behind. Obviously, you can see how much he wants to get into them spaces. But also, let's focus on Van Dijk. There's no scan of the shoulder. And also his teammate, within football, D, more than anyone. You need to communicate and pass runners on. I feel like his teammate has not helped him out there also. not passing the runners on. But he's positioning and scanning of the shoulder. He doesn't know where Mbeumo is, but I love the desire, and it's a fantastic finish.
But Raz, Mbeumo's seen that Van Dijk's gone up for the header, and there's a big gap in the centre backs, and he's exploited it. So it's clever play from him.
So I just want to focus on a chance for Liverpool now. The ball breaks out in the middle of the pitch. It's a fantastic ball from Szoboszlai into Salah. Another great through ball. It's a great touch by Cody, and that whip finish, just off the post. Fantastic touch, finish. He'd done everything right there, but off the post, and it was a let-off for Manchester United. D, in that situation, how difficult is it to take that first touch like the way he done there?
Yeah, it's a very difficult touch. Obviously, the ball that come into him as well, it had a bounce in it, so his touch had to be perfect for him to get the shot off, which he did. And like you said, the finish was the right finish, but obviously it just wasn't executed right.
He could have put a little bit more whip on it. Maybe it might have been a little bit too straight, get his big toe around the ball, but it's a fantastic opportunity from Liverpool. Yeah, so the next chance that we're going to roll to now is Bruno's dig. So it comes in from Dalot inside. It's a fantastic turn, and Cunha plays a nice little sprayed ball out to Ahmad. He just delays perfectly. His first touch is good. He draws the full-back in, delays, great feet, and just lays off a nice little set to Bruno, who's running on the instep, and he tries to whip around it again, and he hits the post. I think this is a big chance for United at such a crucial part of the game. What do you think about this?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think Ahmad's such a good player at drawing players in, and just delaying that little moment for someone to get on the edge of the box or that final pass. But I think Bruno has to do better here. He's in a very good position, and normally this is his bread and butter, but obviously on this occasion he missed.
I was going to say, if there's one man that you want that to fall to or set to, it's Bruno Fernandes.
Definitely.
Guys, we're just going to move on to the Liverpool chance now. I think it's a free kick. Salah gets it short and hits a lovely little diagonal floated ball into the area. If you really look at that, there's two players on the back post. Manchester United need to do a little bit better organisational wise to defend against this. We get away with this. As it comes over, it makes his way to Cody. It's a great touch with his knee, and then a little shift, and he's tried to strike the ball, and it's cannoned off the post. Again, in this situation, D, I think he needs to go for that whip one. I think it was very straight with his technique, but it's causing Manchester United all types of problems.
Yeah, Raz, it's a great ball from Mo Salah, and Gakpo, he likes to cut in, he likes that whip finish, doesn't he? So I think there's only one place that he's going to go there, and it's unfortunate really. Like you said, United let off with another chance there. Yeah, like you touched on there, as the back line, I think Bruno should call Cunha in there, and everyone can shift across one, so there's not two men at the back.
Yeah, I think on the free kick, I think Mbeumo's coming to engage with the ball. I think Dalot's coming out to try and help him because he's a 2v1 overload. And I think, if everyone shuffles across, and again, it comes from communication. Yeah. If everyone's talking, even the goalkeeper, if he can communicate and let the lads know, the roles and responsibilities, I think that could help massively. But again, Manchester United get away with one, and it's hit the upright again. Yeah. So we're going to move on to the Liverpool goal now. I think again, we talked about him at the start of the show in terms of, not scanning and stuff like that, but this move starts from Van Dijk's tackle. It works its way out to Etetike, who comes inside, he drifts inside. It gets a little bit scrappy in terms of inside the box, and you don't know where the ball's going to go, and it makes its way out to Chiesa, who plays a lovely cross-come shot into the area, and Cody's there to tap it home. At this point, D, I thought he might have missed this. But again, it just managed to sneak in, and Liverpool now are on the front foot, in my opinion. And for Manchester United fans, and for us in particular, we thought, where is this going to end up now? Liverpool look like they're on the front foot. There was a question of offside. It went to VAR, and it was onside.
This opportunity, I think it's great hold-up play from Sesko, bringing it down, bringing players in, and then slid Cunha in. And obviously, Cunha, great defending by Liverpool, but it was half a chance, I'd say. What do you think about that, Raz?
I think in that position, D, that first touch, like we talked about with Cody in the first half, coming across, I think he tries to, if he comes across him and then takes him out, so Szoboszlai tries to trip him and then win a free kick, or, if it's near the penalty area, it's a penalty. He doesn't quite get across him, or he's not explosive or strong. It's great defending, like you say, but if he comes across him, then he's on that right leg to finish. I think with him going on his left leg, the angle's always against him. And then, he wins his team a corner. Yeah.
Like you said there, it's great defending by Szoboszlai. And he's pushing him that way though, isn't he? So,
forcing him one way. As we've led to there, it's led to a corner. In the last 10 minutes there, I'm thinking, just put the ball in, get the big man's head on it. We've decided to go short onto the edge of the box. Mbeumo's hit one, it's deflected. It's a nice side foot. First time, I think we should put respect on this pass. It's a fantastic delivery from Bruno Fernandes. Harry Maguire's there to guide it in to the far post and absolutely limbs in the away end. Maguire tails off, knee slide to the Liverpool fans. He does make his way over to the Reds eventually to get some respect. But big moments need big players, and Harry Maguire always seems to be coming up top trumps in that department for Manchester United.
As you said there, it's a great ball from Bruno, but then if you look at the defending, they've all tried to squeeze up the Liverpool back line, and there's three at the back post. And obviously the big man's there, innit? And like you said, big moments, big players, and he's always on the end of them at the minute.
I think in terms of that, D, as well, is this switching off. They're looking at the ball, aren't they? As soon as it obviously gets deflected out to Bruno, this free queuing up back post, he could have handpicked any of them. But yeah, big moments, big players. Harry Maguire.
Yeah, this opportunity here, Frimpong come on the pitch, look lively, put a few deadly balls in. This is a big point in the game, this, to make it 2-2. Frimpong's gone past Dorgu, maybe got a bit too tight, and you know what Frimpong's about, pace, quick. But the header, I think he just needs to get it on target there with the pace of the ball. But I think he's gone for power as well, and I think he's just misjudged it. So United get a let off there.
Just an overview of the game then, D. What was your thoughts on the game then?
Yeah, I think it was an entertaining game. I think it was end to end at times, but I think United were good at suppressing Liverpool in some parts of the areas, and I think they deserved the win, personally.
Yeah, I think Liverpool had a lot of chances, and it's rightly so. If they would have finished them chances, it might have been a different story. But I think full praise to the manager, because when the team news come out, he left some big players out. Sesko, Yoro, decided to go with Maguire, and other players. So massive call from the manager, and I think he got it bob on. Anfield, 3 points for Manchester United. The next game we're going to turn our attentions to is West Ham versus Brentford. It started off a little bit cagey, this game. The first talking point I want to talk about was Somerville driving. It was, in midfield, 1-2 touch play from West Ham. Breaking the line. It turned to Somerville. He got on the back foot. He started driving. I think he's a fantastic player, Somerville. Nice and flary, and he was driving. He just got caught, and there's no real attention to go to VAR with this one. I think it could have possibly gone there, but there was no penalty given. So now we're going to look at Brentford's first goal now. I think the long ball goes long, gets picked up in midfield, nice little clip ball, and for me, West Ham should be dealing with this situation. The centre-half's got to be much stronger and more dominant. The midfielder brings it down, and the calm, the composure to slide it to the left in Thiago's path, and it's a fantastic finish. The goalkeeper does get an hand to it, but he just forces it into the back of the net. But the composure from the midfielder to set it nicely to Thiago in his path, he could very easily panic there, left leg shot himself, but the fact that he rolled it to him on his right leg and he strokes it in, the goalkeeper does get an hand to it, and it spins the ball into the far post, but fantastic play from Brentford.
Yeah, it's a great touch by the midfielder, and to bring it down and be so composed, like you said there, as it's easy just to mess that pass up. He got fortunate with the finish. Keeper should have saved it maybe, but 1-0 Brentford.
We're going to move to Brentford's goal that sadly got ruled out for offside in this situation. Again, long ball up into the centre half's head. They do deal with it, but they don't pick up the second phase. It's a fantastic touch and through ball into the path of Thiago, who just lovely dinks it over the goalkeeper, but unfortunately he went to VAR and he ruled it offside. Again, Brentford are really exploiting that left back position. Again, it's gone down the right hand side. It's a lovely chop, nice little lofted pass in and a header. It's just cannoned off the crossbar. D, in that situation, do you feel like you would have scored in that situation?
Yeah, I think it's unfortunate. You see the striker's peeled off to the back post and he's seen that there's space in between the centre backs and he's coming in fast and he's just tried to just head it on target, but it was a good opportunity. I think I would have done the same thing. Yeah, as you mentioned there, he's in that cutback position and Jensen's just held his run on the edge of the box there. Good composure for him to take a touch and then just slot it in. It's a great finish.
D, just a quick one while we've got Advantage Grip Socks as our sponsor. This is a 2.0 version. Do you wear these? I've wore these for years now, and I know a lot of my clients use them. They really are, the edge, and it just create a massive sort of difference. Top players wear them. What is your opinion on Advantage Grip Socks?
Yeah, I've been wearing them for a while now, and I've tried loads of other socks, but these are definitely my best pair of socks.
There's a lot out there, isn't there? There's a lot of grip socks out there, and I think Advantage Sport are certainly leading in terms of quality and texture and everything. There's a lot of designing gone into these and above and beyond from the designer and the owner. So I think, give these a go. More than a match, we've got our own discount code MTAM20 at the checkout, and you can get discount on Advantage Grip Socks.
The next game we're going to turn our attention to is Forest versus Chelsea. A lot of chances Forest in the first half, right?
Yeah, no, definitely, D. I think at the start, Chelsea's, back four or back three, the way they were playing, it was coming very inverted. The right back was coming very inverted, but it was being very wasteful with the passes, and it caused them problems.
Yeah.
Forest had quite a lot of chances, quite wasteful with the chances. Gibbs White has had one where he's gone through after a little bit of a set, and your analysis on this was fantastic. He's tried to go whip across. What do you think he should do in that situation?
Yeah, I think it was a massive chance for him. I think if he scored that, then the game changes straight away. But like you said, he's tried to go near post, keep aside, but I think he just opens his body up there and just whips it round. I think that was the best finish. And
it leads to them missed placed chances and very wasteful. It leads to Chelsea scoring from the left hand side. Fantastic delivery, and it's a brilliant header in it. The way he rolls above, we've just seen it now. The whip ball, great directness. It's lofted in, and it's sprung really high, and it's a fantastic finish. Brilliant, really is. Great header, and it's 1-0 to Chelsea.
That also comes from the runner running past the front post, because that blocks his eye line there, which gives him the chance to head it in. Yeah, Chelsea get a free kick on the edge of the box here, and I think the keeper's got to do better here. Has to do better.
Yeah, he does. It seems to go around the wall, and like you said, is his eye line sort of, does he get deflected by that? But yeah, he's got to do better. Much strong hand. What's your thoughts on lying down behind the wall?
I don't really know. I don't know why the players really do that, to be fair, because it's a tough finish to get it under the wall. Obviously, we see the likes of Messi and players like that do it, but you don't really see that often now, do you?
No, you don't. But we're just looking back at that goal. The wall breaks, which leaves a massive hole in there, and it's a fantastic, obviously, to identify that and take the shot through there. But it's poor from Nottingham Forest that the player that leaves the line there and doesn't stand strong, he lets his team down there.
I think it was a game of who's more clinical, and on this day it was Chelsea.
There's a big chance for Nottingham Forest. The corner swings in, a fantastic header down, and it's a great save. What would you have done in this situation? He tries to turn his body and go with his right leg. His body shape's too high, but Damani Mella as a striker, what does he do in this situation?
I would have probably tried to hit it with my left foot high, just on target,
on the swivel.
Because I think once he turns his body, the chance is gone, because the keeper's up there ready,
and his body shape's upright, which leads to it to go over.
What do you think?
I think it's a difficult one in the moment, innit? I think if he decides to go with a technique that he does, I think he needs to keep his head over the ball. But I can see where you're coming from on the swivel with a left leg. Either one, you've got to keep your head down and sort of hear it, don't see it. He raises up, which leads it to go over the bar. So we're looking at the third goal now. It's an in-swinging corner with a left leg. Should the goalkeeper do a little bit better here? Should he be a little bit stronger, more dominant? Could he catch it? Could he punch it? It leads to Reece James and D. What do you think about that finish from Reece James?
Yeah, I think it's always a bit scary when the keeper punches it because you don't know what area it's going to go to, and if they don't get a clean contact, you're in trouble. And I think the Nottingham Forest player was marking the wrong side of Reece James, so if it does fall and the keeper doesn't get a clear punch, which he didn't, it lands straight to Reece James, and because he's the wrong side, Reece James obviously still has to do a lot with it, kept it down low and hard, great strike.
I think Nico Williams, like you said, has got the wrong side. I think he's predicting the goalkeeper to clear the punch a lot further than what it is, but you've always got to stay switched on and be proactive and thinking what could happen, and certainly does it. D, what's your opinions on the sending off then? We're gonna focus on the sending off. Do you think it's the right decision, or?
Yeah, I think as you can see there, he's already been on a yellow, and it's a bit stupid of him, to be fair. He's coming in from the back there. He's got the running with Nico. So, yeah, I think it's a blatant sending off.
He chops over it as well, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He tries to chop over the ball. I think it's when you're on a yellow, you've got to stay disciplined, and I think it's the wrong decision making from that player to go into that sort of tackle, especially on a yellow card.
It's been a common theme, really, for Chelsea, hasn't it? They've had quite a lot of red cards in quite a few of the games now.
Yeah, do you think that's something that, again, they need to work on, the discipline and stuff like that, Chelsea?
Yeah.
Feel like it could let them down?
Yeah, definitely, because you got key players who are on red cards, and that means that someone else has to come in, and, sometimes they might not be up to speed because they've not had the game time. So I think it does have an effect on the team.
I think, unfortunately, we never like to see managers, get the sack or leave football clubs. But that was Ange's last game as Nottingham Forest manager. Do you think that's the right decision? Sean Dyche has come in and got that role. Do you think it just wasn't working? And how ruthless was the owner in making that decision?
Yeah, obviously, seen on the highlights of the game there, it was a tough game to watch because Forest at some points could have put the game to bed, but sometimes it's just not. Some things don't click, and they needed to switch it up, and hopefully Sean Dyche is the man for that job.
Yeah.
Guys, I hope you enjoyed the first episode of The Breakdown, brought to you by Advantage. We're going to try and cover 4 games a week, show you the best bits, the goals, the red cards, decisions. But yeah, Raz, first episode,
absolute pleasure. Big thank you to Advantage, in association with a breakdown. Really good to go into detail and give you guys a little bit of insight. Like you said, we're going to try and do 3 or 4 games a week. If there's any games you would like us to review from the weekend's fixtures, please get in the comments. Please tell us. We would love to hear your feedback. We're trying to build the community and very much appreciated any input. Guys, we did a giveaway for the very first episode of The Breakdown in association with Advantage. We have got a winner. D-Money, who's the winner?
We have got a winner, and it's Andy Tallis with his vote of 5 minutes and 31 seconds for the first goal.
He was very brave going early, but it's proved dividends, hasn't it?
Well done, Andy. We'll be in contact.
Well done. Pair of boots for you, and
guys, if you've enjoyed our first episode of The Breakdown brought to you by Advantage, please like, subscribe and comment. Get in the comments. We're open. We'll comment back. We'll have a conversation. We love the comments.
Yeah, we love it. We're trying to build a community, and hopefully you've enjoyed the first episode of The Breakdown with More Than a Match in association with Advantage.